Hi, my name's Gary Christie. I'm one of the jiu-jitsu coaches at the Griphouse Gym in Glasgow, and today we're going to be covering some fundamental escapes from the mount position. So Dean's going to be helping with this, guys, and we're going to be working on a basic elbow knee escape. So I'm going to get Dean just to sit up briefly to kind of think about my basic hand position. In general, when I'm trying to escape mount, I want to have my partner as low on my hips as possible for a few things. If I'm trying to escape myself out from under him, I want to extract as little as myself out from under him as possible. Also, if I need to bridge, it means he's over the center of my power so I can lift him as much as possible. If he's on my chest, when I try and bridge, he's nowhere near the top of my arch, so I'm not going to affect his weight as much. Okay, so my elbows are going to be in. What I'm going to look to do is pick a side and I'm going to frame to it. So I'm going to go over and block his hip. My hand on the same side is going to grip my wrist. My forearm's framing against his waistline. My elbow's down on his knee. And I've got kind of a good frame here. If Dean tries to pressure all his weight forward onto me here, yeah, just drop your weight, Dean, and tries to force his knees up higher, it's going to be very, very hard. And just a quick thing to illustrate this, if Dean jumps off to the side, and I'm here, and he goes up into a push-up position on my arm, I can support his weight, okay? If I reorder my arms, and he tries to go up in this push-up position, there, my arm's gonna slide down. So this is the orientation I like of my frame across the hips. Now, Dean's weight's gonna be down, I'm blocking his hips. My first job is to look to flatten one leg between his. This stops him being able to cross his feet, and I'm gonna look to rotate slightly onto this hip. I have to be careful I don't rotate too much, or I'm going to expose my back. So I'm blocking, I've rotated, getting my knee working along the mat. From here I push with my elbow slightly to try and get his foot in line with my knee, and I'm going to use my knee to flare his foot. If his foot doesn't raise, what I'm going to look to do, my opposite foot is going to look to step over, and I'm going to drag his foot between. I've now captured his foot, I need to get the rest of his leg. I'm going to push with my elbow as I draw my knee up the way to capture the leg. From here, I need to extract my second leg, and I can't do it from here. I'm going to look to turn into Dean, switching my frame on the hips to frame on his shoulder and bicep. So I turn my hips out, my elbows are in, I block his shoulder and bicep. If Dean tries to put his weight on me, my forearms are a buffer. If he tries to cross face me, it's going to be very hard. From here, I'm going to look to hip escape out, pulling my knee up and out to the opposite side, containing him between my legs. To free my foot between his legs, I move my butt out to the side that I'm trying to escape it. Pulling my heel to my butt, my leg can lock over, and I'm going to square back up and just look to contain Dean, breaking his posture and controlling his head. Maybe we'll turn. So my frame is across his body, elbows are in, Dean's weight's down and smashed onto me. I'm flattening one leg, and I'm going to turn slightly onto my hip. I'm going to push with my elbow and flare my knee. I'm going to step over and drag his foot. To capture his knee, I pull my knee up along the mat as I push with my elbow. To finish off the escape, I'm going to turn into Dean, switching my frame from his hip to his shoulder bicep, keeping my elbows in. This can be the launch pad for me, opening up to a knee shield guard to begin to play half guard, but I'm just keeping it nice and simple. I'm going to move my hips out, bringing my knee up to his hip line. To get this foot free, if it's trapped and I can't get it out, I continue hipping out to the direction of the foot I'm freeing. This opens up space for me to pull my heel to my butt, extract the foot, closing the guard, and now we'll just keep Dean's posture broken down. Now we'll move into an option to take us into a different position. Okay, everything's the same with regards to my frame. I'm going to flatten my leg, I'm going to turn slightly onto my sides again, I'm going to push. I use my knee and I keep flaring it. Now, sometimes people are flexible enough that their foot can keep rotating out. But a lot of people, this will build up a lot of pressure in the hip or knee. So two things will happen. Maybe when his foot raises, this happens, it's easy for me to trap it and just continue with the previous escape. Another way to relieve that pressure is me flare his knee to the ceiling, okay? And open up space. This just creates space in a different way. All I'm gonna look to do is I'm gonna use my forearm to stop his knee from closing back down. If he tries to close his knee back to the ground, it's gonna be hard. In fact, if he tries to close his knee down, it kind of pushes his foot back a bit. All I'm gonna do is sweep my foot out, placing a hook, and I'm gonna look to bury my top elbow between his legs, reaching under to control the hip, and now I'm in a deep half guard position. From here, there's various things I can try. I'm controlling the hip, I'll control his knee. I can look to start to move him around to sweep. It's really up to you with your previous knowledge of the deep half guard position. So my frame's the exact same across his hip line, my hands in the correct order, his weight's down. I block, I turn, I use my knee to flare Dean's ankle. Maybe Dean raises his knee up to block any hip pain. I use my forearm to block his leg, my knee comes out. From here, I'm going to keep moving my hips out, looking to extend his leg out slightly as I pull my bottom elbow down to the mat and shoot it under his leg, controlling his hip. My other arm is now going to look to control his knee, keeping my elbow closed. My free leg closes over. Couple of things with the positioning here. I want my hips slightly pointed at an angle this way. I don't want to be turned in. This could flare my elbow and allow Dean to begin to attack the arm in some way or get an underhook. Anytime I feel Dean's trying to fish for an underhook, I'll move him. I'll make him base. From here, I can look to attack in some way or perform or look to transition to another guard position. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this basic mount escape, followed by a more advanced option to the deep half. For any more information about the Griphouse Gym, please go to www.griphousegym.co.uk, and for more instructional videos, please go to the Warrior Collective's YouTube channel.